Hello, so if you're like me and you're a bit of a seasonal gardener, then you might be harvesting your cauliflower and broccoli around now, and this is what to do with it. We're going to make a very creamy cauliflower and broccoli bake. So we've got the cauliflower, a third of a head of cauliflower there, and you can see it's broken up into florets. And we're putting, I've accidentally mixed up some of the broccoli in there already as well, and we're going to cover that in cold water, and put in 1 stock cube, preferably a vegetable stock cube. There we are, and we'll just get that going on the gas, and I'll come back to you when it's boiling. So that's been boiling for, well, it's taken 3 or 4 minutes to get to the boil, and now we put in a third of a head of broccoli, and we'll keep it cooking for 1 minute. Right, so that's been on for a minute, so now we take it off. We want to reserve some of the stock, so I'm just going to reserve about a bowl full. Not particularly thick stock, but there we are. And we'll drain the rest of it. And then that's going to steam dry, I think they call it, for between 1 and 2 minutes. I've put that onto gas mark 6 to preheat it. We need some breadcrumbs later on, preferably stale bread. We didn't have any stale bread, so what we're doing is we're very lightly toasting the bread, 2 slices, and it won't need to actually be properly toasted, just enough to dry the bread out so that we can then make some breadcrumbs out of it. Now, while that veg is steam drying for a couple of minutes, if I can get this lid off, then we can start to make the mixture that it's going to go into. Now this bake is only going to serve 2 people, so it just needs about 60 or 70 grams of this creme fraiche, which is about a third of this particular pot. So, and I'm being very rough with it, so it shouldn't matter too much whether it's exact or not. We're going to need a teaspoon of whole grain mustard, the slightly browner version. There we are. That's going in. A good splash of white wine. There we are, just a little couple of cloves. Some ground nutmeg. Oops, spoon slipped there. Just a little bit of nutmeg and some salt and pepper seasoning. And then what do? We just mix that up. Like that. by the way, it's quite a good recipe if you want to do 3 times that. You can just do 3 times all of this. There we are, and I'm putting all the broccoli and cauliflower in there and giving it a good mix. We take I have actually toasted one side of it, but there we are, shouldn't matter too much. And I'll just crush this with my hands to make the breadcrumbs. It's a bit hot, but I'll take out the big bits. There we go. And that goes in there. Spread it out like that. Now, as I say, I'm only making this enough for 2 people, and that's possibly only enough for 1 actually. No, that should be enough for 2, shouldn't it? And in it goes into the preheated oven at gas mark 6. And 40 minutes later it will come out. So, after 5 minutes of cooking, I added the remaining breadcrumbs and the vegetable stock that we had reserved earlier, and that is a 2-person broccoli bake. There we go. Thanks for watching. The Garden Report tumbler is in the description box down below, and I'll be back with another vlog tomorrow. I'm off to serve this up with the side of broccoli that I made in another video. Bye!